As an early stage company, it is very likely that you will be asked where you fit in the value chain. When I'm working with companies, I often spend time exploring this concept in detail, as it helps me understand the business opportunity and where the gaps and potential risks are in their commercialization plan. As a company, you should use the value chain map to first explore where you can create value for yourself, this is your operational profit, and then where you have or need to create your competitive advantage. Investors also use the value chain map when they evaluate a company and use this to make their investment decisions. Why? Because it helps them understand, firstly, how your company's operational plan will create value, and then to see if you really have a competitive advantage over other operators in the sector. They will want to see that your goods or service can be produced at an equal value to your competitors. This is sometimes described as the comparative advantage. They will also want to see that it is delivered in a better and more desirable way. This is your differential advantage. An investor will build up a picture of the landscape in which you will be operating. It is important that you fully understand where you sit in the industry's supply chain, so that you can explain your current position and also where you plan to be in your sector or market. In general, the higher up in the value chain you are, the more influence you have over customers and end users, and this equates to better growth and profit margins. Creating your value chain map is therefore another important task that an early stage company needs to add to their to-do list. I suggest you break it down into two broad activity areas. Start by mapping the key steps to develop your product and service. These I describe as the inward-facing activities. Then map the key steps between you, your customer, and the end users. These are your outbound activities. The inward-facing activities are based on the operational value chain. This identifies a set of activities and is based on the Porter principles. If you're interested to learn more about this, Google Value Chain and Porter. You'll find a lot of information about this important business model and how you should apply this to your business. There are 5 key elements to creating your map, and these are: number 1, inbound logistics. This encompasses everything from receiving raw materials to warehousing costs. Number 2 is operations. This is how you turn the raw materials into products and services and covers everything, including your staff. Number 3 is outbound logistics, and this is how you get the finished product and service to the customer. Number 4 is marketing, and it's how you plan to engage with your customers and end users. How will they know that you exist, and why are you so special? The 5th and last is sales and services. This is how customers will actually buy your product and the value add of your ongoing service activities. These help maintain and also add value to your product and brand. Examples will include offers around excellent customer and repair services. If you are an early stage company, there will be many uncertainties, but you can get started and it will help you understand your unique selling points and business model. I always advise that you put yourself in the middle of a blank page with the end user at the top and raw materials at the bottom. And do remember that your end user is not necessarily your customer. It is important that you identify who your customer is and that they are in the right place on the map. Then you can break down your business into strategically relevant activities. List all the resources you may need to progress to each step. Use this to map out the associated costs and identify where there is an operational risk. For example, it's a good way to capture your dependencies on certain suppliers and identify what risk they may pose to your business in the future. You do not want to be too dependent on a single supplier or contract manufacturer. The map will also highlight how price-sensitive your supporting business ecosystem is. Understanding this is very important, as it can have a significant impact on the operational costs. Understanding your different channels for both marketing and sales is critical, especially when your product or service needs to dovetail into an existing process. This will affect how you need to design your product and service, as well as the sales cycle. Do consider if you need to go through a reseller or if you can sell direct. Support requirements can be costly but necessary, as are consultancy and 24/7 service provisions. Your value chain map can be further broken down to reflect your different customers. If you have more than one route to market, you may want to look at each to-market opportunity individually. The costs and service requirements may have a significant impact on your ability to deliver. For example, when a technology can be sold both as a business-to-business and a business-to-customer commercial model. This is a common opportunity with software, as this can be an enterprise sale that needs to be delivered via a systems integrator, and a direct sale, where the sale is direct to the end user company. For some goods, especially when selling overseas, you may find it more profitable to go through resellers or distributors. Once you have captured and mapped all these important elements, you should cross-reference them with your financial and business plan. When an investor can easily analyze your company's value chain and can see value in each activity, then you are showing that you are a good investment opportunity.